Okay, good morning, class. Good morning. So, before we start our lesson for today, let me introduce first myself, and after I introduce myself, you must need also to introduce yourself. Is that okay? Okay, very good. So, once again, good morning. I am teacher Ernest Jude Diaz, but you can call me teacher EJ. Okay, is that clear? Okay, very good. So, now it's time to introduce yourself. Okay, thank you so much, Joshua. What a beautiful name. So now for our lesson for today, we will be tackled about what makes us human. So Joshua, do you have any idea what is human? Okay, very good, Joshua. Human is a human living being that belongs to the species of the Homo sapiens. Humans are characterized by their ability to think or to communicate with other people. Okay, very good, Joshua. So now let's proceed to the introduction. Are you ready? If you are ready, can you give me like this reaction? Okay, great. So now let's proceed to the introduction. So I have 12 questions here, but you must need also to answer, I guess, one to four, maybe. So that's okay with you, Joshua? Okay, very good. So now for the first question, have you ever felt dismayed when somebody in response to, like, how are you? They did answer, like, fine, thanks, but actually starts tell you about your health. Oh, oh, okay. I see. How about this? The question number two. Have you ever had a tricky conversation with someone whose name you've forgotten when they clearly know who you are? Should you ask their name? Okay, very good. How about this number three? Discover to your embarrassment that you've been walking alone, talking to yourself because your friend stopped a while ago to look in a shop window. Okay, how about this one? Have you ever said that you are pleased with your hair and hairdresser despite knowing you hate it and can wait to leave the shop and come it out? Did you experience this? Yes. Okay. I would happy to say you that you are a certified human being if you experience those 12 questions here. Okay. So are you ready to start or to the next lesson? Okay. Thank you. So here I have a simple passage. The title is 10 Things That Make Us Human. So Joshua, can I request to read this passage? Okay. All species on Earth, including humans, are unique. Yet our intelligence and creativity go well beyond those of any other animal. Humans have long communicated through their language, created and appreciated art and music, and invented ever more complex tools that have enabled our species to survive and thrive. So, Joshua, I have a question. What is thrive? Do you have any idea what is thrive? Okay, very good, Joshua. Thrive means that to grow or to develop or maybe successful in a vigorous and healthy way. Very good. So now let's proceed to the next slide. So here we have the first one, which is our brains. Okay, do you have any idea what is brains? Okay, brain is the one who will help to think the people or the human. So Joshua, can you read the first? This is this one. Okay, without doubt, the human trait that sets us apart the most from the animal kingdom is our extraordinary brain. So Joshua, what is trait? Okay. What is the meaning of trait? Do you have any idea about trait? Very good. Trait is a specific characteristic or quality that distinguishes an individual or team. Okay, thank you so much, Joshua. How about this one? Walking upright. Can you read it? Humans are unique among the primates in how walking fully upright is our chief mode of locomotion. So, what is the meaning of chief? Yes, Joshua. Very good. A chief is a leader or ruler of a group or in an organization. Very good. Now, let's proceed to the next slide. Now, let's talk about the long childhood. Can you read it? It seems a puzzling paradox that for all our brilliance, human babies come into the world so useless and helpless. So, Joshua, what is puzzling? Do you have any idea what is puzzling? Oh, you don't have any idea about puzzling. Okay, when we talk about puzzling, it refers to something that is confusing, mysterious, or difficult to understand. Okay, that's that clear. It's it's just like this. It describes a situation like problems or objects that require careful thought and investigation to figure out our solve. It's that clear? Okay, thank you so much, Joshua. So now let's proceed to language. Okay, Joshua, when we talk about language, what comes to your mind? Very good. When we say language, it is the one who will help us to communicate with other people using sounds or using text. Okay, very good. So, by the way, I have a question, Joshua. What is few phrases for you? Yeah. Do you have any instinct about the few traces? None? Okay, when we say few traces, it refers to the very minimal or barely noticeable signs, like the marks or evidence of some things. It implies that there is a little indications or remaining proof of whatever was originally present. Okay, is that clear, Joshua? Do you have any question before we proceed to our next topic? Okay, if not, thank you so much. Now let's proceed to the next slide. Now let's talk about music. Are you fan of music, Joshua? Oh, nice. So, Joshua, can you read it this one until here? Okay. No one knows if music was invented before language, after language, or at the same time. Music might have served many functions for early humans. Did you know that music it is the first language that helped to the human being to communicate with other people? Are you agreed with that? Yes, very good. So Joshua, I have a simple question. For you, what is function? Very good. When we say function, it talks about the specific activities or roles that something is designed to perform or the purpose it serves in different contexts. Okay, very good. So now let's proceed to the next slide, which is the art. Do you have any idea when you hear the word art? Okay, very good. So can you read it? Art. Okay, we create art to communicate, depict the material world, and stir emotions. Where did this surge to create come from, and when did it strike for the first time? European cave paintings of astonishing beauty date back as far as the 35 years and 6 months. So when we say the word urge, what comes to your mind? It is a vocabulary word, urge. Okay, very good. When we say urge, it's a strong, often sudden desire or impulse to do something. It refers to a compelling, like our feeling that drives a person to take action, such as the urge to eat when we are hungry, right? Okay, are you hungry, Joshua? Oh, none. Okay. Thank you so much, Joshua. Now let's proceed to number seven, which is the tools and technology. So life is hard to imagine without the tools. Is that true, right? We use them every day and we have for a very long time. Our ancestors made the first known tools at least 2.5 millions ago, long before modern human evolved. So Joshua, what is ancestor or ancestor? Do you have any idea what is ancestor? Okay, man. So when we say ancestor, it is the individual form whom a person is descended. Typically, it refers to a people in previous generations of a family. An ancestor can include our parents, our grandparents, great grandparents, and so on and so forth. So it is, do you understand what I'm saying? Okay, now let's proceed to the next slide, which is the learning from each other. Okay, our unique brains and the dexterity of our hands make amazing feats of tools is possible, but we also rely on the cultural transmission of ideas. So when we say feats, do you have any idea what is feats, Joshua? Okay, you don't have any idea about feats. So when we talk about feats, it is a large, elaborate meals typically held to celebrate a special occasions or event. They often involve a variety of dishes and are enjoyed by many people like that. Do you understand? Okay, very good. So now let's proceed to the number nine, which is life after children. Okay, can you read it, Joshua? Very good. Most animals reproduce until they die, but human females survive long after seeing reproduction. This might be due to the social bands, since in human, grandparents can help ensure the success of their family. When we talk about bands, what comes to your mind? Yes, when we say social bands, it is the banding moment of if your grandmother, your grandparents, and also your relatives. Okay, so do you have any question before we end our session for today? I guess this is the last topic that I'll be teach to you. So do you have any question before it ends our discussion for today? Okay, do you have any questions? Okay, thank you so much, Joshua. I hope you enjoy our session for today. I'm happy that you introduce yourself in a good way and also in a nice way, like in a polite. So thank you so much, Joshua. Have a great day. Enjoy. Bye.